don't think I'm too forward. I just think that I'm confident, and my confidence intimidates you and makes you want to label me a certain way to make yourself feel better about how you don't stand up for yourself or how you don't be bold in how you live your life. I know, you're right now. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mel. You are tuned in to Soft Like Caramel. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, hi, how are you? How has your week been? Let me know in the comments. Today is not a vlog. As you can tell, I just wanted to sit here and get glam with you guys and get ready to go absolutely nowhere. I have been in a mood lately. I've been out of sorts, so the one thing that always brings me joy is to just look good, get my makeup done, and look cute and take pictures. So that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I'm wearing this wig. If you guys remember, this is the wig that I had been given to wear at the content creators brunch, courtesy of gorgeous classy hair. I will link that information down below if you want to buy this wig. Very high quality. I highly recommend it, and you know, it's amazing. So yeah, let's get into the glam. So I already prepped my face. I washed my face. I put on some essence, some serum, sunscreen, and now we're just gonna go in with my primer. So yeah. So if you guys hear like sound in the background, please excuse me. There's some construction going on at my neighbor's house. So like I said, I have been feeling out of sorts lately. I don't know, I just come to the realization that I have been wasting my time and my life on things that do not actually matter in the grand scheme of things. Like, I'm worried about people's perceptions of me. I'm worried about certain timelines that I have put for myself. Like, according to Mel, who was 15 years old, today I could have been getting married. It's crazy. I mean, when you look at, when you're young, you make all of these plans for yourself. You're like, oh, I want to get married when I turn a certain age, a great job and all of this and all of this. But sometimes, well, not sometimes, a lot of the times it doesn't work like that. And then we are forced to just live with ourselves and learn to adjust. So I feel like that's what I have been struggling with, on top of the fact that I feel like I've sort of been living my life for other people. Like, I put a lot of people before me, and that has now built up to a point where I don't even recognize who I am and the things that I like. For so long, I've been a victim of living my life as per people's, you know, I don't know. I think it also comes from the people pleaser in me. Like, I want to do things that would bring people, that would make people feel some type of way about me. Like, I don't know, like, oh, I'm so scared to start a YouTube channel. What if people think that I'm cringe? I'm so scared to get dressed up on TikTok. What if people think that I'm, you know, I'm better than them, or I hold myself to a high standard. The actual truth is, I do hold myself to a high standard, but it's not a pride thing. It's not an ego thing. It's not coming from a place of thinking I'm better than somebody, but it's because I feel like I aspire to be something or somebody of high value. Therefore, naturally, I should hold myself to a higher standard. So that's the hard truth number one. People do not care, even though they can talk about you. Just because they talk about you does not mean that they care. We have seen so many times people rising up to high success and being praised, and then something happens and all of a sudden everybody turns on them. That just shows you that whatever you do, people will talk and they do not care. The second hard truth: how you talk about yourself and how you treat yourself is directly correlated to how people are going to treat you, how people are going to perceive you, and how people are going to behave towards you. You're going to come across as this soft-spoken person who doesn't ask for a lot, especially in relationships. You know, you're very quiet, you are low maintenance, you don't ask for a lot, you're just happy to be in there. Guess what? That's what you're going to get in that relationship. Next thing, you are frustrated, and then you become resentful of your partner because you think they are not loving you or they're not treating you the way that you deserve to be loved. When in actual fact is your partner is mirroring how you treat yourself. Until you tell people, until you show people how to treat you, they're gonna treat you however way. Be okay with being labeled sometimes. For example, I know that people in Setswana, people say that "Gapapa," which is a direct translation of "I'm too forward." But I don't think I'm too forward. I just think that I'm confident, and my confidence intimidates you and makes you want to label me a certain way to make yourself feel better about how you don't stand up for yourself or how you don't be bold in how you live your life. So be okay with that. Closed mouths don't get fed. It's a cliche, but it's true. If you never vocalize your expectations or what you want from people, you are not gonna get it. So there are some environments where there are rooms of opportunity. And if you think that you deserve that opportunity, and then you sit down and think that your hard work or something is going to speak for you, it's not going to work. Newsflash. In corporate, people who often get promoted are not promoted based on hard work. It's based on your name and the problems that you are able to solve for the company. Here's what I mean. If you are one person who is big on culture and you're actively involved in transforming that place's work culture, if you are somebody who knows how to build and maintain connections and relationships that are important, that are relevant, if you are somebody who's always recognized in doing things that are out of the box, that are out of your expectation, that is always going to get you in rooms that you don't even deserve to be in. Sometimes family is not what it's all meant out to be. Here's what I mean. So we have some family members who we know that are toxic towards us. These family members, we even go to a point of blocking them on social media because one little post, you post a picture of yourself looking really nice, and that person responds and says, "Oh, you have money, you look like you have money, but I can ask you for $20 and you can't give it to me." Those people, I want you to know it's okay to block people. I want you to know it's okay to cut people off. If they are costing you mentally and emotionally, cut people. You do not need to go back home every holiday, especially if going back home, every time you come back, you hate yourself and people make you feel bad for the way that you are. So I've had a conversation with somebody before, and they were telling me that they went home for some holiday, and one of her cousins was looking at, this friend of mine went back home with her kids, and her cousin was basically checking her kids' tags, clothes tags, and was like, "Oh, so your kids only dress at Woolworths or at certain spots, and I can't even afford to buy mine shoes for school. So like, why are you spending so much money on kids? They're gonna outgrow these things instead of using that money to help me when I'm your cousin." It's like, ma'am, excuse me? Like, are you for real? Like, there are people who are like that. So you see, now that person is forced now to apologize for the life that they live, apologize for the life that they're able to give their kids, just because of somebody else. So it's okay. Sometimes family is not what it plays out to. And then there's family members who are willing to help you unconditioned. Gonna help you if you do this and da 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 da. Like, unconditioned, and we related, and we families, and families supposed to stick with each other regardless of any situation. So yeah, even if it's just not family, it's friends. There are some friends who are friends but are envious of your life and will make you feel guilty for the life that you have, which is crazy to me. Like, if I'm friends with somebody and they're doing well off, I will do everything in my power to keep that friendship, just so I could learn from that person. How did you get here? How can I get here? Can you help me? Blah, blah, blah. But I guess we're not the same. Some people approach friendships and relationships with people who are doing much better as an opportunity. And I'm very cognizant of those people. I do not like those people at all. So for eyes, I'm gonna use this James Charles palette that I got when it first came out. It's one of my first big makeup purchases. I was so excited to have this because I'm such a huge fan of James Charles. It just fell, and look at how amazing it looks. So I'm gonna see which colors I gravitate to as we continue with our harsh truths. Sometimes we live so much in our heads that we don't recognize where we are. Sometimes we focus on the things that we don't have, that we fail to recognize the things that we have. I don't know if I'm making sense. It's so easy for us to just come together and say, ooh, I wish I had this, I wish I was this, I wish I was slim, I wish I was thick, I wish I was light skinned, I wish I was married, I wish I had kids, I wish I had this. Like, you forget to just live life and enjoy, because life is meant to be enjoyed. Like, sometimes that's why I'm a big fan of celebrating birthdays. I'm a big fan of celebrating anything. If you come across me on the streets and say it's my birthday, I will find my last buck to get you something, because I'm such a believer in celebrating and taking moments to make people feel appreciated, because not all of us come from homes that were big on celebrating and making each other feel special. Some of us come from families that were, big on comparing us with our cousins, our siblings, and this. So you grew up feeling like you were never good enough. So please don't live in your head. Recognize that sometimes people treat you that way because they themselves never knew better. They never knew how to not be like that. That's also what they grew up experiencing. So sometimes I know it's easy for us to blame our parents, to say, you could have done a better job with raising me. You never validated me. You never made me feel like I was worthy, blah, blah, blah. Our parents also never had that. So it's hard to expect somebody to treat you some way when they never experienced it themselves. So be the person who breaks the chain. Recognize the people around you, celebrate the people around you, even your parents, even the people who you feel like never gave you that, give them that, to just teach them that it's okay. I just want people to not live in their heads that much, because you're missing. And lifey, as the TikTok saying, lifey, high bed, high that bed. And you know what? I just noticed that I'm busy talking to myself right now in my room. I'm talking to the camera and about to post this for people to see on the internet and judge. And it is so not easy. Do you know, the amount of times I watch a video over and over again as I'm editing and think, this is not good enough, this is not good enough, actually I'm not posting it. Sometimes when I don't post, it's not like I don't have content, it's just that I got so scared of posting because I'm afraid of being judged and what people are gonna say. So guys, I don't know why I'm saying this, but please, if you have a creator in your family, if you know somebody who's passionate about creating content and all of it, because it's not easy. Do you know the amount of confidence it takes for you to put yourself out there on the internet where people can judge you? It's crazy. And I film inside my room. Somebody can literally pinpoint something in my room and say this, or pinpoint my face and just make me feel like I'm not good enough or I'm not pretty enough. So please be nice when you see this. And if you make it this far, say something nice. Say something nice to me. So crazy how I already feel so much better. I just knew that all I needed to do was to just put on some makeup and then I'll feel better. I've been feeling so bad these past couple of days because I've just been realizing that, sometimes the things that we had planned in our lives, the things that we had wanted to happen in our lives are not gonna happen, and that's okay. So I've just been dealing with that a little, so I'll be okay. I hope you have a great week. I hope this week is filled with love and with joy. I hope this week brings you nothing but the best that life has to offer you. I hope this video transformed your thinking in some way. I always want to make my content meaningful. So yeah, be kind, spread love, spread joy, Be the person who people always want to be around. Be the person who people can count on to lighten the mood. That is very important. That speaks volumes of who you are as a person. This has been a lovely time with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you subscribed, and don't forget to leave a comment and just spread something, say something, leave a nice quote, leave a nice saying for somebody who could stumble upon and read and smile. Let's be that. Let's attract that. Until next time, I'll see you on the next Sunday. My name is Mel. I love you so much. Mwah.